Johanna was a poor mother, a widow, a woman who counted every cent like it was her last. She mended torn clothes for neighbors, carried groceries for strangers, and stayed up late with sore fingers sewing until her eyes blurred. Her treasure was not jewelry. Her treasure was a wooden box hidden in the cupboard, filled with coins, wrinkled bills, and weeks of sacrifice. And then there was Marisa, 16 years old, sharp-tongued, arrogant in her youth. She was Johanna's only daughter, her only family, but she was nothing like her mother. Marisa believed money existed to be spent. She believed beauty was power. And above all, she believed her hair was her ticket out of being ordinary.
Mom, I'm sick of this. Everyone at school has perfect hair, highlights, curls, colors. And me? I look like some boring girl from nowhere. Do you even care how embarrassing this is?
Embarrassing? Marisa, what's embarrassing is wasting money we don't have. Hair dye won't keep food on this table. Curls don't pay rent.
But Marisa didn't care. She looked at her mother's wrinkled hands and saw failure. She looked at her own hair, thick, golden brown, untouched, and saw wasted potential. At 16, she wanted to shine, to stand out, to prove she was worth something. And she believed a salon chair would give her that power. Every night the same argument. Johanna would hold her box of savings close to her chest, warning her daughter to respect the value of each coin. But Marisa? She rolled her eyes. She sneered. She scrolled on her phone, watching classmates post selfies with their glossy new curls.
You don't get it, Mom. No one cares how hard you work. No one claps for saving money. People notice beauty. People notice style. And I refuse to look like some charity case forever.
Charity? You call this house charity? These meals I break my back to make. You ungrateful girl. You think hair will give you respect. You think color and curls will replace dignity.
But words no longer reached Marisa. She had made up her mind. One night when Johanna's body finally gave in to exhaustion, Marisa moved quietly through the house. The cupboard door creaked. The wooden box was there, just as she knew it would be. Weeks of labor, months of sacrifice, a mother's lifeline.
That's enough. More than enough. By tomorrow, I'll look like I belong.
She stuffed the bills into her bag. Her pulse quickened, not from guilt, but from excitement. For the first time, she felt in control. For the first time, she believed she could decide her own worth. And upstairs, Johanna slept, unaware that her daughter had just stolen more than money. She had stolen trust. She had stolen a sacrifice. She had crossed the one line Johanna could never forgive. By morning, the box would be empty. The truth would surface. And in a house where money was life itself, Marisa was about to learn that nothing comes free, not even hair.
The next morning, Marisa didn't walk to school. She carried her stolen bills in her bag and headed downtown. Not to class, not to the library, but to the one place she believed could rewrite her identity, the salon.
Welcome, sweetheart. Oh, that's a beautiful head of hair. What can we do for you today?
I want everything. Highlights, curls, make me look expensive.
The cape wrapped around her shoulders. The stylist's hands pulled her hair into sections, painting strands with thick strokes of dye, platinum streaks shimmering against her natural brown. She inhaled the sharp chemical scent and smiled. For the first time, she felt powerful.
Big day today? You're glowing.
Yeah, big day. After this, I won't look like me. I'll look like someone who matters.
The curling iron kissed her hair with heat, twisting it into glamorous spirals. The mirror reflected a stranger, sleek, stylish, enviable. Marisa tilted her chin higher, posing for herself. Every stolen bill turned into a shimmer. Every coin her mother saved turned into curls. Every sacrifice burned away by vanity.
$200, honey. You're going to turn heads.
Marisa handed over the wrinkled bills without hesitation. Money had never felt so easy to spend because it wasn't hers. She left the salon with hair bouncing, golden streaks catching sunlight like fire. People on the street turned to look, and that was all she needed. But home was not the street. Home was Johanna. And when Marisa opened the door, she froze. Her mother was standing in the kitchen, the wooden box clutched in her hands, empty. Johanna's face was pale, her eyes sunken with betrayal. She looked at her daughter's shimmering hair, then at the empty box. What
did you do?
It's just hair, Mom. Everyone does it. Why should I be the only one looking like a beggar?
Hair? You call this hair? This was rent, Marisa. This was food. This was electricity. You burned my sweat into curls.
The room shook, not with noise, but with silence. For Johanna, the empty box was a wound. For Marisa, the curls were a crown. And between them, a war neither could take back. That night would not end with words. It would end with clippers, and the very hair Marisa had stolen to create would be taken from her, strand by strand.
Johanna sat at the kitchen table for hours, the empty wooden box before her. Her daughter's laughter from the bedroom upstairs cut through the silence like knives. That box had carried her survival. Now it was nothing. And across the hall, Marisa admired herself in the mirror, curling, posing, flipping her golden streaks with pride. Johanna rose. Her hands shook, not with weakness, but with fury. She opened the hallway drawer and pulled out an old electric clipper, rusty but still sharp, borrowed years ago from a neighbor. If her daughter would not learn the value of sacrifice with words, then she would learn with loss.
Mom, what are you doing? Why are you holding that?
Sit down.
No way. You're not serious. You can't touch my hair. This is my hair, my choice.
Your choice, with my money, with my sweat. You think you can steal from me and wear it like a crown? Sit down.
Johanna pressed her daughter into the chair, her hand gripping the back of her neck, the other clutching the buzzing clippers.
Stop! Don't you dare! This cost me everything.
No, this cost me everything.
The first streak carved through her Marisa's crown. Golden highlights, once shimmering, fell in a jagged line onto her lap. She shrieked as the clippers dug deeper, buzzing down the center of her head, leaving bare skin in their path.
Please stop. I'll never do it again, I swear. Please, Mom.
You will look in the mirror every day and remember the price of stealing from me.
Strand after strand, curl after curl, the salon's glamour was stripped away. Each lock that hit the floor was $1, a bill, a night her mother had worked and gone hungry. Minutes later, the curls were gone. The streaks were gone. Marisa sat frozen, her scalp bare, her pride butchered.
What have you done? Everyone will see. They'll laugh at me. They'll hate me.
Better they laugh at you than watch us starve.
The clippers clicked off. The floor was covered in hair, shimmering gold under the dim kitchen light. And for the first time, Marisa understood her vanity had been paid for not with money, but with humiliation.
The clippers lay silent on the table. The floor was carpeted in golden brown curls, streaked with platinum dye. Johanna stood over the wreckage, chest heaving, eyes red. Her hands still trembled from what she had done, and Marisa sat in the chair, motionless. Her scalp was raw, bare, cold under the dim light.
I hate you. I hate you for this.
No, Marisa, you hate me already. You hated me before the clippers. You hated me when you stole from me. You hated me the moment you chose curls over food.
For the first time, the daughter had no comeback. Her tongue, usually sharp, was numb. Her tears slid down her cheek and landed on the strands in her lap. Johanna bent down and began sweeping up the hair with her bare hands. Not because she wanted to, but because she needed to do something, anything, to stop herself from collapsing. Each handful of curls was heavy, heavy with memory, heavy with sacrifice.
This was rent money. This was light. This was heat in the winter. And now it's nothing but trash on the floor.
Johanna placed a small mirror in front of Marisa.
Look at yourself.
Marisa lifted her eyes slowly. The reflection stabbed deeper than any words could. The proud girl, the glamorous curls, the expensive makeover, gone. She saw a stranger, bald, exposed. Every secret desire she had was stripped away, leaving only shame.
I just wanted to belong.
And I just wanted us to survive.
The house was silent after that. Not peaceful, not warm, just silent. Johanna climbed the stairs, each step heavy, dragging the weight of humiliation with her. In the bathroom, she locked the door, stared into the mirror again, and wept. Not for the hair itself, but for the image of who she thought she could be. Johanna stayed downstairs, sweeping, crying into her hands, whispering apologies to a daughter who would not hear them. Some lessons are learned with words, some with punishment, and some are carved into memory with the buzz of clippers. Johanna lost trust in her daughter. Marisa lost the crown she had stolen, and both gained something far heavier, a scar that would not fade. Hair grows back, but respect is far harder to regrow.